Welcome to Morpurgo's Disco, a novel, a very ocean one, a republic about World War I. This book focused deeply into the essence of brotherhood between the two characters, the main character Tomo and his older brother Charlie, which we will introduce later, and the cowardice inside a person, and what describes cowardice. What is cowardice? What's coward? And the brutal realities of World War I, which is a very big war. In the story, we are located at Great Britain or England, whichever you call it, whichever you name it. And the characters we are introduced to at the start of the story is the peaceful family. The father, the mother, Joe, Charlie, and Tomo. The father passed away because he was chopping down a tree. The tree almost killed Tomo. He pushed Tomo out of the way and gets crushed by the tree. Long story short, Tomo and Charlie went to school. Tomo didn't like school because the teachers were harsh, very harsh. And this is his first time going to an actual school. And in there, he met a girl named Molly Mux. And after she tied Tomo's shoelaces, because Tomo didn't know how to tie shoelaces, Tomo liked her. He knew he liked her. And they became friends, very close ones. Moving forward to 1960 Britain, which around there, they're watching a military parade when the colonel went up and told Charlie to go to war, or else his family would be kicked out. And Tomo didn't want his family to be homeless, so he chose to go to war and maybe risk his life. Which they went to get the stuff, the gear, and Tomo was just standing there, wondering if he should follow Charlie. But wait, Tomo is 15 and Charlie is 18, which at the time, the age of acceptance into war is 18. So if Tomo wanted to, he couldn't even join because he was underage. But he eventually got the motivation to go to war with Charlie after an elderly woman, as you can see there, told Tomo that he is the chicken, which has the same meaning as yelly coward to them. And he didn't like it, so he chose to go to war. And at the pier, he lied about his age and said that Charlie was 1 hour older than him and that they were twins. So he was supplied with a Brody helmet and a Lee Enfield rifle. Welcome to France, 1960. In the battle, the situation is quite sticky. There was the British trenches, the no man's land, and the German trenches. And after pushing into no man's land, Sergeant Hamley told them to keep going. And they didn't want to because that was not fair to remove, because they would be mowed down by the machine gunners. And Charlie thought about it. Would he go with the platoon, or would he stay behind to treat his currently wounded brother Thomas? And he thought about it. And he chose to stay behind and telling Sergeant Halley that if the mission was suicidal, they would all die. What a great strategic hunt. But Sergeant Haley said, "No, I don't care, just push." This is a very stupid decision. And with Tomo being wounded, Charlie, of course being the good big brother he is, stayed behind. He really is a good big brother. And Sergeant Haley didn't like it. So he threatened Charlie that he would be punished. And he dragged the platoon to keep pushing, which they had to do. Long story short, more than half the squad died, including Camp Sergeant Haley. He died from a grenade. And that Charlie, the next day he was sent to military court, which is the scariest thing a soldier could experience in World War I or World War II, which currently is World War I. Welcome to the court. Wait, no. The court didn't look somewhat like this. It looks somewhat like a dugout with a table and wooden support beams. And the judge wasn't even the judge at all. It was a high-ranking officer, and Charlie didn't even get to say anything. And the judge said that Charlie is guilty for desertion and showing cowardice to the enemy, which is strange. Charlie didn't get to talk, and Charlie was convicted for disobedience and not following orders, and plus that, showing cowardice to the enemy, just like I said before. And he faced the death penalty by a firing squad. The trial didn't even last 2 minutes, which is very, very unfair. The book revolves around the pleasant memories that Tomo had while Charlie is still alive before he gets executed. And Tomo was very devastated when he knows that Charlie is going to be killed tomorrow. And being killed tomorrow, he did. He was executed at dawn on the next day. At the end of the story, Tomo remembers his memories with Charlie and Molly before Charlie gets executed for cowardice somehow. Analysis for Private Peaceful. What Bible Morpurgo is trying to say when making Private Peaceful is that he wants to give tribute to the injustices within the British military system of that era. And he wants to pay respects by highlighting the fate of the 306 British and Commonwealth soldiers, which were British and Canadians, who were executed for cowardice or desertion during the Great War, as known as World War I. And how war destroys youth and simple human decency. This book eventually led to the British government granting posthumous pardons to those executed soldiers in 2006. And the novel moves between the present, the last few hours of a night, and the memories of the past, creating a very fast-paced, emotionally intense area.